Hello, narito muli si Mr. Math Techniques, ang paborito ninyong maestro sa mathematics. Ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon ay division of decimal numbers. Let's start with our example number 1. 16.05 divided by 5. Okay, so let's make the division the long method. So this is 16.05 divided by 5. So before we start, let's put the decimal point on the top of your division sign. And let's put it above the decimal point. So let's put it here. Okay? And then let's proceed with division. So 1 divided by 5 cannot be. So let's take the two numbers. So 16 divided by 5 is 3. Multiply 3 times 5 is 15, and then we subtract. 16 minus 15 is 1. So 1 divided by 5 cannot be. So we bring down your 0. And then we proceed with the division again. 10 divided by 5 is 2. And then let's multiply. 2 times 5 is 10. Let's subtract. 10 minus 10 is 0. We still have a number here. So we bring down 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. And 1 times 5 is 5. 5 minus 5 is 0. So 16.05 divided by 5 is 3.21. So how do we know that our answer is correct? So we can check if our answer is correct. So how to do it? We multiply our answer with the divisor. So 3.21 times 5. We will apply the previous lesson that we had in checking, that is multiplication of decimal numbers. So 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. Carry 1. 5 times 3 is 15. Plus 1 is 16. So you have 2 digits after your decimal point. So that is 1, 2. So let's count 1, 2. And this is your decimal point. So is your answer the same? Yes, they are equals. That means your answer is correct. Let's solve example number 2. 40 divided by 1.25. So that will be equal to 40 divided by 1.25. In the division of decimal numbers, we must first convert your decimal number into a whole number. That means transferring your decimal point at the end of your last number. In this case, to make your 1.25 into a whole number, you must transfer your decimal point 2 places to the right. So that is 1, 2. Since we move the decimal point 2 places here, we add 2 zeros there. So finally, that becomes 4, 0, 0, 0 divided by 125. Now, we cannot divide 4 divided by 125. We cannot divide 40 by 125. So since this is 3 digits, we must also consider 3 digits inside. Okay? So 400 divided by 125, how many? So you have 3. And then we multiply. 3 times 5 is 15, carry 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. And 3 times 1 is 3. And then we subtract. 400 minus 375. We borrowed 1 from here, that becomes 3. And this becomes 10, and we borrow 1, magiging 9, and this becomes 10. Okay? So 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 7 is 2. And 3 minus 3 is 0. So 25 divided by 125 cannot be. So we bring down 0. 250 divided by 125 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10. Carry 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Plus 1 is 5. And 2 times 1 is 2. We subtract. 250 minus 250 is 0. Therefore, 40 divided by 1.25 is equal to 32. Your answer is 32. Let's take another example. 6.095 divided by 1.15. 6.095 divided by 1.15. So again, let's make your divisor a whole number by transferring your decimal point. So that's 1, 2. Okay? So we transferred to here, 2 places here. We also move 2 places. That's 1, 2. Okay, so that becomes 609.5 divided by 115. So let's put your decimal point above. Okay. Now, since this is 3 digits, we consider all the 3 digits inside. Okay. So 609 divided by 115. Let's take 5. Okay. 5. So 5 times 5 is 25. Carry 2. 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 2 is 7. And then 5 times 1 is 5. Then we subtract. 9 minus 5 is 4. 0 minus 7 cannot be. So we borrow 1 from 6. That becomes 5. And this becomes 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. And 5 minus 5 is 0. So 35 divided by 115 cannot be. So we bring down our 5. So 345 divided by 115. So this is 100 and this is 300. So let's say 345 divided by 115 is 3. And then we go back by multiplying. 3 times 5 is 15, carry 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. And then 3 times 1 is 3. 345 minus 345 is 0. Therefore, 6.095 divided by 1.15 is equal to 5.3. And that is your answer. That's it for today. At sana ay may natutunan kayo muli sa ating pinag-aralan, ang division of decimal numbers. At sa ating mga bagong kasama, sa mga hindi pa nakakapag-subscribe, pindutin ang subscription button dyan sa baba para tayo ay muling magkasama-sama sa mga susunod pang mga aralin. Hanggang sa muli, maraming salamat sa inyong panonood.